It's the news highlights live on TWH Trends. I'm Nana Ifia Akwa. The news is sponsored by TPP Professionals Institute. Coming up today, let's not politicize presidential travels. Nitiwu calls for honest discussion. Haruna Iddrisu demands validation of free SHS beneficiary data. Now the news in detail. Former Defense Minister Dominic Nitiwu has urged Ghanaians to refrain from politicizing the issue of the presidential jet. According to him, the jet remains in good working condition and has been in use as recently as late 2023. Speaking on Joy News PM Express on Wednesday, January 22, Nitiwu emphasized the need for sincerity in discussions surrounding the presidential jet. His remarks come in response to a debate in Parliament following reports that President Mahama opted to use his brother's private jet for official duties instead of the presidential jet used by his predecessor. Away from that, the Minister of Education, Haruna Iddrisu, has called for a thorough validation of data concerning the number of beneficiaries of Ghana's free senior high school program. During his first official visit to the ministry on Wednesday, January 22, 2025, following his swearing-in by President John Dramani Mahama, Iddrisu emphasized the need for accurate figures to guide policy discussions and reforms. One of the very first major issues the country must interrogate is the statistical validity of how many Ghanaians have benefited from free senior high school, he stated. The minister noted discrepancies between reported figures, citing his research, which suggests that around 3.9 million students have benefited from the program. This figure, however, contrasts with public records, including parliamentary reports, which place the number as high as 5.1 million. Iddrisu clarified that his intention is not to discredit existing records, but to establish a credible baseline for future policy decisions. In other news, the Civil Society Alliance has called on President John Dramani Mahama to issue a directive to immediately halt illegal mining activities across the country, stressing the detrimental effects these activities have on the environment. Speaking at a press conference, the executive director of the Institute for Energy Security, Nana Amoisi II, strongly urged John Mahama to take swift and decisive action. We urge you to issue a bold directive to halt all illegal mining activities immediately to deter those who defy the law, he said. The group's demand highlights the growing concerns over the environmental impact of illegal mining and the need for urgent, comprehensive action to restore integrity to the country's mining sector. To end the news, a recap of the headline: Halt illegal mining and tackle corruption. Civil Society Alliance to Mahama. That's all for news highlights live on TWH Trends. I'm Nana Ifia Akwa. The news was sponsored by TPP Professionals Institute. Stay tuned for more news updates.